Hi guys, it's Monika Mundell here, and today I have 3 tips around the common mistakes people make with their sales funnels. So I want you to pay attention because if you don't make these mistakes, you're gonna save a lot of hassles. Now I've got myself some post-it notes because it's my script, that's all I need to talk to you. And so the first mistake that you want to avoid is you got to make sure that your offer is well researched. So what does this mean? It means that if you just have a great idea about a product that you want to sell is as part of your sales funnel, you can't just go buy what you think will work. You actually have to do the research. And that is something that I show you inside Quick Cash Sales Funnels, where to go. I give you some hints and tips around that as well. Okay, so you gotta make sure that you know that your offer will sell, and there's a few things you can do to ascertain that your offer is gonna be profitable before you actually put it together. So be very careful around that. The other thing you need to be aware of is if your offer is poor and doesn't address a huge pain point for your ideal client, it's not gonna sell. You can't sell a product if it doesn't solve a problem. It's just very, very hard to do that. We are driven by our need to find a solution to the problems, frustrations, the fears, and all the stuff that's plaguing us in our life and our business so we can move forward. And so if you try to make people feel good only, then you're not gonna make as many sales as if you address the pain. Overall, out of 100 people, 70% or 70 people out of 100 will make a decision to solve a pain, whereas only 30 of them will make a decision to get to a solution. So they are more benefit focused, whereas the 70 are more pain focused. So keep that in mind. Now, mistake number 2 is if your sales funnel has too many steps. So what does this mean? For example, I've already shown you, talked to you about my quick cash sales funnel that I created that made me $2,558 in 20 days. Now, when I initially launched the funnel, I had extra steps in there. So I didn't just have my landing page with the one-time offer sales page and then the email sequence and then an upsell on the back end. I also had timed out offers. So once if they didn't buy the one-time offer and they got put back, like sent back from the emails to the sales page with the full price of the product, I actually had a timer on there and I staggered the timer, I think by 3 days. So I had 3 days, the price went up to 47. Then 3 days later, it went up to 67. 3 days later, it went up to 77. And then it was 97. Now, I did have some sales at the 60s. I had no sale at 67. I had one sale at 77, and I think no sale at 97. What I realized is that it was just too complicated for me, but it was also too many steps in the funnel for people to actually comprehend what I was offering them. So what I did is I took those extra time sales pages out and just made it very clear, very streamlined. One-time offer, you miss that, you just go to the next sales page and you pay the full price whenever you are ready to buy. And that is simple, it's easy, it doesn't complicate the process and the system. Okay, so be aware that if you put too many steps in your sales funnel, you will lose sales. Mistake number 3 is actually a huge mistake women, especially in business, make. It is delaying the sale. Now, why would you want to wait in putting an offer in front of a prospect until you feel, or you have maybe their permission to do so, or maybe it's the right time based on your own perception of selling, rather than giving them what they are desperate for right at the front end of your sales funnel. Now, you don't have to be icky and slimy about it. There is nothing wrong with offering people a one-time offer if you put it in there and your copy is not pushy, it's not salesy, it's not icky. Yeah. There is a perception or a misconception in the industry that women especially feel that one-time sales offers are slimy and icky. But The people who bought from me don't feel that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have bought. So if you put yourself in the shoes of your ideal client, think about their pain and that you actually owe it to them to serve to that pain. You owe it to them to sell them so you can help them transition from the pain to the pleasure. Now, the longer you wait to do that, the more they are hurting. So you are stealing from your ideal client by sitting there thinking, oh, I can't send them a marketing email. That is just pushy. Oh my God, I can't just send them an email every day. That is just wrong. It is only wrong for the people who will unsubscribe from your list. And those people are not your ideal client. It is not the right time for you or for them. It is maybe not the right price for them. Maybe they just don't have time and they've got other things to deal with in their life, so they unsubscribe. But nothing says that they might not come back in the future when you offer them something else. So do not be mistaken thinking that you can't offer people a product, a low-cost product, the moment they opt into your list. That is the quickest and the fastest way to make consistent income in your business. And you owe it to yourself, your family, and your clients to do that, to start implementing quick cash sales funnels today. Because if you don't, your competitor surely will. And your competitor is the woman whose success story you will enviously read on the internet when she makes 6 figures in like 6 months or 12 months. And you go, what the heck is wrong with me? That is what's wrong with you. You are too self-absorbed and self-conscious around making sales, when really sales is just a service. So keep that in mind. I want you to really think about that. And yeah, if you have any questions, just hit reply on this email, or in the email, you've got my email, and I'll be happy to answer your questions for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video or in the next email.